welcome to the YouTube Space London. Come on in. Everything that we offer here at the space is for free, so no creators pay anything for coming to the space. We have a few of these booths which people can book out for little spaces too. We have a production going on in here right now, but this is one of our studios that has a green screen capability. So in here we have our grading suite where people can book in to come in and just work on grading. And this is our largest studio, so this room can be anything on any given day. Right now it's set up for a panel that's happening later on today. Last night we had a drag show happening in here, which was very exciting. This is also where we'll have a lot of our fixed sets, so if we're doing a Christmas set or something for a special themed evening, we'll have a set in here for a few weeks that people can book to come in and use. So in order to come in and use the YouTube space, we offer things for any size creator. So we have a lot of workshops and classes that are available to anyone, as well as events that are open. We have monthly events open to any size of YouTube creator. In order to book any of our studios for production access, you do need to have at least 5,000 subscribers on your channel to access the space here in London. But there's a lot of things you can do up until that point. Like I said, we have workshops open to everyone, but we also have the Online Creator Academy, which is a really useful resource. So once you get up to your 5,000 though, you can come and book in time in the studios here, and the more subscribers you have, the more time during a month you can book in, the more days. And so we hope to see you here soon. My name is Darlington Howland, and I work for the YouTube Spaces team in EMEA.
Lovely. Okay, so let's start with, what is YouTube Spaces?
So the YouTube Spaces are areas for YouTubers to come together and to create content and to meet each other and to learn about producing and filming on YouTube specifically. We have 6 facilities across the world right now. This space in London was the first one that was opened almost 3 years ago, 3 years ago next month. And we offer production facilities for people to film in. We also offer classes and workshops for learning how to film, how to strategize your YouTube channel, different types of production techniques. And then we also offer networking opportunities, community events to help people meet so they can collaborate.
Yeah, because the one thing that I've learnt from my journey so far is that everyone talks about community, everyone talks about collaborating, everyone talks about knowing each other. I was really surprised. In fact, some of the YouTubers said it was easier for them to become friends with other YouTubers than it was in normal life. So is that important to YouTube, that you bring everybody together?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been proven in studies that we've done and experiments that a lot of YouTubers have done that collaborating really helps everyone do better. So if I did a video with you and you cross-promoted that on your channel and I cross-promoted my channel, then together we would both do better.
I will do
okay,
that.
great. I'm just starting my channel shortly
oh, really?
too. So.
Okay, shameless plug, go on. What's your channel called?
Oh, well, we'll get into that later.
Yeah, fair enough, but this will be hosted on my channel, so. So talk to me just a little bit about how far YouTube has come, because it's crazy. It's now part of our daily lives. It's not something that we could go on if we want to. It's kind of, for most of us, something that's, well, for me at least, it's all the time.
Yeah.
I'm always on YouTube now.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for at least a year, I'd say.
Well, that's great because we want it to be a daily habit for people, and it is for a lot of people, but it's definitely skews to certain demographics. And the growth is simply incredible. And like I said, this space, this facility here, didn't exist 3 years ago. And so, you know, my job didn't exist then, anything. So there's just been tremendous growth over a short period of time.
What does YouTube offer that other sites don't? Because there isn't a massive amount of competition for YouTube, is there?
At this stage, we're definitely doing pretty well. And I think that one of the things that we strive to offer is a platform that's open and democratic, and anyone can access it and be a part of it. And we also strive to promote that within our community here and to welcome everyone who's interested to come and be a part of that.
And where do you see the platform going? Where do you see that, YouTube, I mean, it's the
Yeah.
$1 million question, but
Yeah.
where do you think it's going to go in the next 5-10 years? Is it going to be more so part of all our lives, would you say?
I would imagine so. We're continuing to grow year on year, and there are more people out there and more awareness being created every single day. And I think that it's impossible to say how big it's going to get and how far it's going to go, but based on what we've seen so far, I think it's just going to continue to spiral up.
What do I need to think about when I'm uploading my video?
Yeah, okay. Well, step one, upload your video. That's a great first
step
start.
One.
Because I think that that's a really big hurdle for a lot of people, is just that first step. So once you've gotten there, well done.
Okay.
And then I would say beyond that, I mean, you'd sort of hopefully think about this before you sort of embarked on starting your YouTube channel, but having a good idea of a concept and a theme or what you want to focus on, because we do have a lot of younger people come to us who are really interested in YouTube, but they haven't started a channel because they don't really know what they're interested in or what's going to be good. And it's more just finding something that you're really passionate about, because that's what's going to motivate you to get up every day and work on this. And so you want to have something that you're passionate about, a concept or an idea.
Okay.
And then I think also making sure that whatever your format is something that's sustainable over the long haul. So if you do a really high budget quality production, if you can do that every week, great.
Yeah.
But if you can't, then stick to your easy vlogging, stick to your bedroom, whatever is going to work for you. Just make sure that it's something that's sustainable.
Okay. So this is number 3, so number 4.
Yeah, I don't know what number we're
on. 5, come on.
Okay, and then I mentioned earlier collaboration, but I think also being able to listen to your audience is really important, because a big part of YouTube and the reason that people enjoy watching people on YouTube is because they can reach out to them and you can make comments, and the person who's got the channel can respond to those and can adapt accordingly. And I think that's really, really important, that audience engagement and being open to that and taking feedback and suggestions and figuring out how best to leverage your audience is a really great thing.
Okay, and one more? Do you have the 5th tip?
Let's see, what was my 5th tip? Oh, I think that one really important thing is also to have a regular schedule, because you almost can think of it in terms of people tune in, so if they know that you're going to have a new video every Wednesday, then they're going to pull up your channel every Wednesday and watch your new video.
Yeah,
so I think
many YouTubers have said that. It's consistency and making sure that you stick to the schedule that you've told everybody. But again, that operates very much like mainstream, doesn't it? It's
it
no
does
different
a little
than
bit. It is. But I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense, because if you had, if you put up a video today and then you were busy and you forgot about it, and then maybe next month, and then you had 3 next month, it's harder for people to follow, and I think that you want to sort of have a regular presence. I think it's just sort of common sense.
Okay, and I've spoken to some other YouTubers, and a lot of them say that the relationship that they have with their audience is like another family. That's quite daunting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, because the responsibility that you have as a YouTuber, just to make sure that that you're giving the content that your original audience wants, especially as you grow, I imagine, that it's consistent, that it's always, the continuity is there. There's quite a lot of pressure, isn't it? It's not just a case of I'm just in my bedroom today and that's it. Yeah.
No, and I think that's very true. And what we've seen happen is some of our younger vloggers who started out specifically in the UK when they're teenagers, they've sort of over the years gotten less interested in what they were talking about or wanted to focus in a new way. And I think that's hard for their audiences. And so sometimes we've seen them starting up new channels, and some of their audience migrates, some of them don't. Sometimes they keep 2 different channels going on so that they can pursue other creative projects at the same time. But yeah, I do think that can be a lot of pressure, and that's where one of the things that I think is really great, it comes in, which is building your YouTube community and getting to know other YouTubers and talking to them about how do they handle that pressure.
What else would you give to someone that's out there that's toying on the idea, but I'm a bit unsure?
Okay, well, this
and
is...
for someone who's starting their own channel yourself.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the point I wanted to make about that, is that I have not uploaded my first video yet. So I'm
doing,
wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was. So So that's my goal for this weekend.
Okay.
So hopefully that will be done, and I can, let everyone know on Monday that I've now got a channel. But I think that that's honestly, I've been talking to everyone I work with here, and lots of them have had experience with channels in the past, and other creators, and that's what everyone has just said. Just do it. Because if you don't, because I do know some people who are sitting on loads of content here and haven't actually uploaded any of it.
So what's prevented you from doing it so far?
That's a very good question. I think it's what you just said, is sort of that, a little bit of that anxiety about just putting yourself out there, because it does feel very raw. And I think what you see in a lot of the successful content on YouTube is very open and honest, and I think that's great, and that's what makes it so popular, but it's bearing your soul a little bit, you know? And
it's a daunting task, I have to say, and I interviewed the Saucony Jolies, and they told me that they got so much flack from their family and friends to begin with.
Yeah.
Because they were like, you need to get a real job. You need to get a real job. But actually, who's laughing now?
Yeah, right, exactly.
That's what I would say. So your piece of advice would be, if you're going to sum it up, just get out there, do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Darlington. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.